Jack, I appreciate you taking the meeting. I've got a serious issue, and I'm very concerned about it, and I don't know what to do. I I've been charged with sexual assault, which is absurd. Okay, I went out on a date with this girl, and then I get picked up by the police and charged with sexual assault. How is that even possible?
You know, it's been coming for the last few years. It's zero tolerance. I saw it with domestic violence cases. If there was a call from a wife or girlfriend, what have you, and she alleged that she'd been touched in an offensive manner or painful, then somebody's going to get arrested. It has gotten so bad with the zero tolerance when it comes to crimes against women that the cops will ask you, were you caused any pain? And it can be just a touch from a fingertip to the face, a cheekbone or something.
A touch?
Yes, and it's subjective. It's not an objective standard, it's subjective. Did that cause you as an individual pain? And if you say yes, then the police have a duty to arrest you and take you down for what is normally a Class A misdemeanor, domestic violence.
What does that mean to me? I mean, what am I facing?
If it's a Class A misdemeanor, you're looking at up to a year in jail, and also
God,
yeah, $2,000 fine, and a lot of your civil rights are taken away, such as the right to own a firearm, or many times you can't drink alcohol anymore. Obviously, you can't use drugs. There'll usually be a protective order where you can't come around. Many times you're required to move out of the house. You can't even see your kids in some circumstances.
So this is serious.
Yeah, it's very serious. And if it's, sometimes the police will ask you, looking for an easy felony bust, because when it comes to showing whether or not you're working, and they have a quota, like how many felony busts you make each month, like kind of like writing tickets, traffic tickets. How many traffic tickets have you written? And if you need to embellish your felony arrest, then you ask, well, did he touch your neck? And if he touched your neck, many times that's going to be called impeding breath. That takes it up to felony land. And it's the same thing as strangulation, but they call it impeding breath. So now you've touched, in an argument, allegedly touched the neck, and now all of a sudden you're charged with a serious felony, also known as AKA strangulation. And it's called impeding. And
so
I've just seen this more and more.
I'm trying to find the attorney that can help me with this, and I was referred to you because you specialize in sexual assault cases and you have a reputation for it. But I mean, is there any difference between you and the other criminal defense attorneys?
In the Texas Multi-State Bar, that covers all things criminal. That's part of the Texas bar, to get licensed. I scored in the top 5%, probably higher than that, in regards to things such as evidence, criminal procedure, the penal code, et cetera, et cetera. I also, the Constitution, of course, I also second chaired, that means assisted in 20 different criminal trials before I even got licensed to practice law. And it was all criminal cases with some of the best criminal defense attorneys at the time in Houston. So I've always had my fingers, in the criminal defense bar even. But yes, you have to be a trial attorney if you're going to do sex crimes, you're going to do crimes of violence, family violence, alleged crimes.
Okay.